Welcome back. We are going to talk about the prophet Nahum.
Tonga soeto indray iresaka momba ny mpaminany Nahoma isika izao.
Now, throughout much of their history, the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Israel were always suffering from these large empires around them.
Raha araka ny tantara dia ireto fanjakana lehibe anankiroa ireto ny fanjakana du nord any Israely sy fanjakana du sud any Joda, dia hatrizay nisian'zareo zany dia misofra foana zareo nohon'ny amreo voisin.
And the Old Testament prophets usually interpreted those events theologically.
Ary ny mpaminany testamenta taloha dia mi-interpréter ny zany événement izany. Always interpret those events as well.
Theologically?
Mi-interpréter an'ireny événement ireny de manière théologique.
The Assyrians were believed to be God's instrument of punishment.
Ohatra ny Assyrianina dia instrument an'Andriamanitra afahana mipunira ny Israely.
Especially against the North Kingdom Israel.
Surtout contre ny fanjakana du nord en Israel.
And they interpreted the Babylonians as God's instrument against Judah.
Ary ny Babiloniana dia ni-interpréteny hoe instrument an'Andriamanitra ipunisevana ny fanjakana du sud ny Juda.
But following all of these disasters, the prophets would always go on to say that God's going to punish them too.
Fa ny mpaminany ihany koa zany dia niteny hoe Andriamanitra kosa izy mbola ipunira an'ireto fahavalo ireto.
Punish their pride and their excessive violence.
Ny ipunira ny ampony, ny violence-ny.
And so many of the prophets, especially Nahum, is prophesying God's punishment on those nations.
Ka ny mpaminany Nahoma zany dia izy manao faminaniana contre ireto fahavalon'ny Israel sy Juda ireto.
So Nahum is especially targeting Assyria.
Targetan'ny Nahoma zany dia ny Assyrianina.
He's especially happy about the fall of Nineveh.
Faly izy ny amin'ny fandravan'ny Ninive.
And Nineveh falls somewhere around the year 609 BC.
Ninive dia rava nandritra ny fepitaona manodidina 609. Yeah, 609 BC.
He made me throw. It's a kind of a especially hard-hitting kind of expression of nationalism.
Karazana nationalisme le izy.
And the tone of these poems don't really find a sympathetic ear for modern readers.
So this is written like a poem for?
Yeah.
Ka ny sous forme fomba fanoratry Nahoma eto zany sous forme de poésie ary so what is it again? Can you repeat again, please?
I said that the tone of these poems is not always easy for the modern ear to hear.
Ka ny intonation any poésie izay ataon'ny Nahoma eto zany tsy dia manavanana loatra ho an'ny izay mandre azy.
But if the modern reader is from a country that has suffered violence from other countries, sometimes they understand.
Raha toa ka niaina sy niatra n'ilay violence izay nisy tamin'izany fotoana androzany, mety micomprendre ihany ny ilay poésie soratanao.
But what the poet is looking for is justice in international affairs.
Fa ny zavatra tena jereny tadiavin'ny poeta amin'ity zany dia ny justice internationale.
Especially when we talk about the cruelty of nations, and Assyria was cruel.
Surtout ny cruauté any Assyrianina.
When Assyria would conquer a country, they would deport the people.
Ny Assyrianina zao rehefa conquérira ny firenena iray dia deporteny ny olona rehetra.
And then they would scatter them in other conquered countries.
Ary aparitany amin'ny firenena hafa izay efa niconquéreny ihany koa.
And then they would bring other conquered people into this country.
Ary le avy eo indray reny olona izay efa niconquéreny reny averiny amin'ny ty firenena iray ity indray.
What they were doing was causing a breakdown in any sense of national identity.
Tena tanjony zany dia handrava ny identité nationale.
Israel's experience with Assyria was long and bitter.
Ny expérience-ny Israely tamin'ny Assyrianina dia tena fepitaona lava dia lava no sady nangidy tokoa.
Both Israel and Judah had been defeated by Assyria.
Israely sy Juda dia samy resy slavin'ny Assyrianina tanteraka.
The Assyrian forces had destroyed Samaria, the capital of the North Kingdom.
Ny Assyrianina dia nandrava ny Samaria izay capitaleny fanjakana du Nord.
That was in 721 BC.
Zany dia tamin'ny 721 BC.
And they scattered the northern 10 tribes so far and wide that we lose track of those 10 tribes.
Naparitan'ny Assyrianina ireto tribe, what is tribe? Naparitan'ny Assyrianina ireto folo tribu folo ireto naparitany eraky ny firenena hafa rehetra any ka tsy fantatra intsony hoe aiza ny hafaran'izy ireny.
So that the only two tribes left was Judah and Benjamin in the south.
Ka ny tribu sisa tavela zany dia ny tribu any Benjamina sy Benjamin and
Judah.
Ary Juda sisa no tavela izay ary amin'ny sud.
Where did those 10 tribes go?
Nakaiza ireo tribu folo ireo?
Nobody knows.
Tsisy mahalala.
That's how complete the destruction of the North Kingdom was by the Assyrians.
Zay ohatr'izay ny tena narava tanteraka ny fanjakana du Nord.
So when the South Kingdom rebelled, King Sennacherib of the Assyrians came in force to the south.
Ka noho ny nanao rébellion ny fanjakan'ny Juda dia mpanjaka Assyria, what's the name of the king?
Sennacherib.
Ny mpanjakan'ny Assyrianina Senakeriba dia tonga miaraka amin'ny renfort ngeda be mihitsiny contre ny Juda.
He destroyed many of Judah's fortified cities.
Nravany mpanjaka Senakeriba tanteraka ny cité fortifiée an'ny Juda maromaro.
Even laid siege to the city of Jerusalem in 701 BC.
Ary ny Jerusalem is it? Ary nataony under siège ihany koa ny Jerusalema tamin'ny taona 701 BC.
And Sennacherib's own histories said that King Hezekiah saved Jerusalem by paying a huge amount of gold in tribute.
Araky ny tantarany mpanjaka Senakeriba izay voasoratra any amin'ny tantaran'ny Senakeriba zany dia niteneny hoe ny mpanjaka Zekari, the king Zechariah? Hezekiah. Ny mpanjaka Ezeki dia nandoa arena maro dia maro ho an'ny mpanjaka Senakeriba mba ahafahany mividy miverina any Jerusalem.
So when the Assyrians are being defeated, the people in Judah are shouting for joy.
Ka nohon efa resy tanteraka ny mpanjaka Senakeriba dia nibitaka amin'ny mpifaliana tanteraka ny firenen'i Joda.
And the capital of Assyria, Nineveh, is teetering on the brink of destruction.
Ary ny kapitalany Asiria Ninive dia efa eo amin'ny efa miozongozona efa ho rava.
So the prophet Nahum is very happy about this.
Ka ny mpaminany Nahoma zany dia faly dia faly ny amin'izao zavatra izao.
Because finally, Nineveh's own cruelty is going to fall on its own head.
Satria zao zany ny faharatsin'ny Ninive dia hifototra amin'ny tenany ihany aminazy ihany.
So in Nahum chapter 1 verse 1, there's actually two superscriptions.
Eto amin'ny Nahoma chapitre 1 verset 1 dia manana sous-titre anankiroa tsika eto.
And the first one says, this is an oracle against Nineveh.
Ny voalohany dia hoe ity dia orakla momba ny Ninive.
And the word that's used there for oracle is the Hebrew word masah.
Ny hébreu, teny hébreu izay ampiasana amin'ilay hoe orakla ity dia hoe masa.
And that word literally means burden.
Ary izay midikany masa izay littéralement midika hoe vesatra, zioga.
And this burden is on Nineveh.
Ary izay zioga izay dia sur Ninive.
The second superscription says that this scroll is the vision of Nahum from Elkosh.
Ny sous-titre faharoa dia hoe ity boky ity dia vision Nahoma amin'ny momba ny Elkosh.
And we don't know anything about Nahum, and we don't know anything about Elkosh.
Tsika tsy mahalala ininona momba ny Nahoma ary tsy mahalala ininona koa momba ny Elkosh.
Verses 2 through 14 is announce the ways, will announce Yahweh's coming in wrath against his enemies.
Ny verset 2 jusqu'à 14 dia manambara ny fahatezeran'Andriamanitra izay tonga en plein force.
It actually takes the form of a psalm.
Sous forme-ny salamo izy ity, sous forme-na salamo.
Remember, not all psalms are found in the book of Psalms.
Taddio fa tsy ny salamo rehetra akory dia hita ao amin'ny bokin'ny salamo.
Habakkuk chapter 3 will be a psalm also.
Habakoka chapitre 3 dia psalamo.
We'll talk about that next time.
Amin'ny manaraka isika miresaka an'izay.
So this psalm says that Yahweh is slow to anger, but he's not going to clear the guilty. He's not going to ignore the guilt of the enemies.
Ity salamo ity dia manambara fa Andriamanitra dia meda ampahatezerana fa tsy midika akory zany fa tsy ampiatra ny izay fikasana izy.
It's a theophany, an appearance of God.
Theophany le izy izay midika hoe fisehoan'Andriamanitra.
And this theophany, it describes the devastating effects of Yahweh's approach on the earth.
Zany theophany zany dia mampiseho ny effet amin'ny fahatezeran'Andriamanitra amin'izao tontolo izao.
And in verse 9 he says, he will make an end, no adversary will rise up twice.
Eo amin'ny verset 9 dia milaza hoe Andriamanitra dia nisy fahataperana ary tsy misy adversaire izay hitsangana fanondrony.
But then he goes on to say that those who take refuge in Yahweh will be safe.
Dia manao ihany izy hoe ireo izay mialoka ambanin'Andriamanitra dia ho en sécurité ho avitra.
But those adversaries will have no way to escape
Fa ireo izay adversaire tsy anana fomba hitsoahana.
in verse 15 of chapter 1, he talks about an announcement of good news to Judah.
Eo amin'ny verset 15 dia announcement filazana vaovao ho an'ny firenen'i Juda.
And he says, look, on the mountains, there's one who brings news of peace.
Jereo izy ery atendrombohitra misy izay mitondra vaovao mahafaly.
And he says, never again will the wicked invade you.
Tsy sotrono izy ny hoe olona ratsy izay andravanareo.
They will be utterly cut off.
Ho voasakana tanteraka, ho voatapaka tanteraka ao aminareo izy ireny.
Is he talking about all enemies?
Mova izy miresaka momba ny hoe ny fahavalo rehetra.
No, he's talking about just Assyria.
He's just talking about what?
Assyria.
Miresaka fotsiny izy momba ny Assyria.
Because after the Assyrians, there will be Babylonians.
Satria après any Assyrianina ho avy ny Babilonianina.
There will be Persians.
Ho avy ny Persianina.
There will be Greeks.
Ho avy ny Grika.
There will be Romans.
Ho avy ny Romanina.
There will be a lot who come through and attack Israel again and again.
Betsaka ny mbola ho avy izay atakean'i Israely encore et encore et encore.
But then in chapter 2, it's a very descriptive image of the fall of Nineveh.
Chapitre 2 indray dia description baribarbe ny fandravan'i Ninive, fandravan'i Ninive.
In verse 10 it says, devastation, desolation, and destruction.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know how to translate that. Jerenareo ny chapitre 2 verset 10 dia ireo no zavatra hitranga amin'ny Ninive, dévastation, désolation, destruction. Mba jereo kely azafady fa tsy haiko manao an'izany amin'ny teny gasy.
It's a very harsh description of what happens to the enemy's soldiers and chariots and horses.
Tena description matanjaka be ny amin'ny zavatra hitranga amin'ny reto fahavalo reto zany.
And he says, just like Nineveh used to carry away conquered people into exile, that's what's going to happen to Nineveh now.
Tahaka ny Ninive izy izay nitondra ny olona ho any amin'ny fahababoana tary, izay indrindra ny zavatra iseho hiverina hifototra aminazy ihany koa.
And he says that your conquerors are going to take all your silver and your gold.
Ary miteny ihany koa izy hoe izay mikonqueriranareo aka ny volamenanareo, ny volafotsinareo.
He says that Assyria used to be like a lion among the nations.
Miteny izy eto hoe ny Assyrianina hozy izy dia tahaka ny liona parmi toutes les nations.
And now he says that there is a hunter coming for you.
Fa zao izy misy chasseur izay ho avy contre anareo ry Assyrianina.
And in chapter 3, verse 1, he says, city of bloodshed, utterly deceitful, full of plunder, no end to the plunder that will take place.
Tsisy fiafarana hozy izy ny zavatra hitranga, vakianareo ny eo amin'ny chapitre 3 verset 1.
He talks about the end of the Assyrian armies.
Miresaka momba ny fahalavony tanteraka ny nation assyrianina izy.
That you used to be an invader with horses and armies and chariots, but now horses and armies and chariots are coming for you.
Nareo izy ry Asiriana nanana soavaly, nanana armée, nanana an'izao rehetra fomba fiadiana be rehetra izao, fa zao izy reny soavaly, armée sy ny chariot sy ny sisy reny ho avy contre anareo hiatakea anareo.
But starting in verse 4, he begins to describe the city of Nineveh as a woman.
Manomboka eo amin'ny verset 4 amin'io chapitre 3 io, dia manomboka midécrire Ninive izy en tant que femme, en tant que vehivavy.
And we've seen Hosea do that regarding Israel.
Hitantsika tamin'ny Hosiana no an'izay momba ny Israel.
And Nahum describes Nineveh like a prostitute.
Nahoma dia hitantsika eto fa midécrire Ninive en tant que vehivavy prostituée.
He said, you've been a harlot and a sorceress.
Ianao izy dia makorella, sorcière.
So, he says, you're going to suffer like a prostitute suffers.
Ka ianao izy zany dia hijaly tahaka ny fijalian'ny prostituée.
And like female prisoners of war.
Ary tahaka ny vehivavy prisonnier de guerre.
He says that they'll strip your clothes off and you'll be naked in front of the world.
Ho voatritra ny akanjonao ary hiboridana tanteraka ianao manoloana ny firenena rehetra.
And he says in verse 6, I will throw filth at you.
Eo amin'ny verset 6 dia milaza izy hoe atorako aminao izy ny fahavetavitana rehetra.
He says, I will make you a spectacle.
Ataoko ohatran'ny cinéma ianao eo manoloana ny firenena rehetra.
And everyone who sees you is going to back away disgusted.
Ary zay rehetra mahitanao izy dia hiemotra sady ho dégoûté.
So we call this literary device personification.
Ka fomba fiantso an'ity fomba fanoratra ity zany dia hoe personnification.
Many times, cities of the ancient world were referred to as a wife or a daughter.
Matetika ny firenena taloha reny dia natao en référence tahaka ny hoe vady na zanakavavy.
Unfortunately, more often than not, it takes on a negative tone.
Zay forma zay dia forma negativa foana matetika.
So in the book of Nahum, Nineveh is not wife, not daughter, but prostitute.
Ka eto amin'ny Nahoma, Ninive dia décrivena tsy ho vady akory no tsy zanakavavy fa prostituée.
But Ezekiel will use that same kind of imagery to refer to Samaria, the north kingdom's capital. Ezekiel?
Ezechia dia manao an'izay référence zay ihany koa ho an'ny fanjakana du nord momba ny Samarie.
In fact, Ezekiel will talk about Samaria being accused of adultery.
En effet, Ezekiel dia miaccusé ny fanjakana du nord ho prostituée.
That they had committed adultery against Yahweh, who is their husband.
Miteny izy hoe ny fanjakana du nord dia nanao commettre adultère contre n'Andriamanitra izay vadiny.
But Nineveh is not Yahweh's wife.
Fa Ninive akory tsy vadin'Andriamanitra.
Still, Nineveh will suffer awful treatment.
Ninive dia I souffrira traitement tena mafy.
A treatment that he said is fitting for a prostitute.
Traitement izay mety tsara amina prostituée.
And then in verse 8, he asks the question, are you better than Thebes?
Eto amin'ny verset 8 izy dia mametraka ny fanontaniana hoe ianao hoe dia tsara kokoa no Tebes.
And this brings a very harsh passage, beginning in verse 8, talking about Thebes, that was the capital of Egypt.
Tebes dia kapitaln'ny Egypte.
And Assyria had conquered Egypt in 663 BC. Assyria had conquered Thebes in 663 BC.
Assyria dia niconquerinan'ny Tebes tamin'ny taona 663 BC.
And he goes on to describe how strong Egypt and Ethiopia had been.
Ary miteny izy hoe ny fahatanjahan'ny Etiopiana sy ny Egyptiana tamin'izany fetim-taona zany.
And he describes the horrible things that the Assyrians did to the Egyptians.
Ary miteny ihany koa izy ny zavatra ratsy izay nataon'ny Assyrianina tamin'ny Egyptianina.
Talks about the cruelty that Nineveh had imposed on Thebes.
Milaza ihany koa ny cruauté izay nampiarin'ny Ninive tamin'ny Tebes.
But Yahweh says, now Nineveh, your time has come.
Fa zao izy Jehova fotoananao indray zao ry Ninive.
And he says that your fortresses are like fig trees.
Hozy izy hoe ny fortressanao hozy izy ry Ninive tahaka ny ravina voninkazo, ravina plante.
And as the fruit gets late on the tree, if you shake the tree, the figs fall.
Ary ny rehefa ahozongozona ny hazo izy dia milatsaka ny voankazony.
In fact, he says, if someone shakes the tree, the fig might fall right into the shaker's mouth.
En effet hozy izy rehefa ahozongozonao ny hazo iny voankazo iny dia tonga dia milatsaka eo ambavan'ilay nanozongozona anazy.
And then in verse 13 he goes, look at your troops. They are women in your midst.
Jereo hozy izy ny verset 13, jereo hozy izy ny andian'ny mpiadinareo tahaka ny vehivavy eo aminareo.
Again, he's not using very nice images about women.
Encore une fois, tsy mampiasa ny image de femme en tant que positive izy eto.
The Japanese have a saying that the woman is worthless on the battlefield and the man is worthless in the home.
Misy proverbe fomba fiteny zareo Japanese ny hoe vehivavy dia tsisy dikany amin'ny sehatra ny fiadiana ary ny lehilahy tsisy dikany amin'ny sehatra ny tokantrano.
That's kind of the thinking here.
Ohatr'izay le toe-tsaina hitantsika eto.
So Nineveh won't have any military defenses.
Ka i Ninive dia tsy hanana défense militaire.
The gates of Nineveh will stand wide open.
Ny vavahadin'ny Ninive dia hitanatana.
And Nineveh's enemies will come and go as they want to.
Ary ny fahavalon'ny Ninive dia hiditra sy hivoaka na n'importe quel temps.
And he says that there's nothing you can do to save yourself.
Ary tsy misy izay azonao atao mba avonjenao ny tenanao izy izy.
He says, in a moment, all of your leaders will be taken.
Dans un moment izy tonga dia ho voatoana daholo ny mpitondranareo.
And in verses 18 and 19, he speaks directly to the king of Assyria.
Eto amin'ny verset 18 sy 19 dia miresaka directement amin'ny mpanjakany Assyrianina izy.
Your nobles are asleep.
Ny olom-boafidinareo izy dia matory.
And your people are scattered to the mountains and nobody can gather them.
Ary ny olonao izy dia miparitaka eraky ny tendrombohitra ary tsy misy mahangona azy ireo.
He says there is no bandaging your hurt.
Tsisy ninona izy tsisy tsisy sparadrap zay afaka anarona ny ferinao.
And your wound is a wound to the death.
Ary ny fery zay aminao izy de fery mahafaty.
And he says, no one has ever escaped your cruelty.
Tsisy zay tafatsoka tamin'ny cruauté anao izy.
And so he says, everyone who hears about you will clap their hands.
Ka zao izy zay rehetra mare ny momba anao de iteateaka.
We sometimes say that we don't hear too much about Nahum.
Indraindray isika de milaza hoe tsy nare firy loatra momba ny Nahum.
It's kind of hard to get a sermon out of this kind of a poem.
Ka satria sarotra mamoaka toriteny avy amin'izao karazana boky izao.
But it expresses what the people of Israel and Judah felt.
Fa mi-exprimer ny sentimentn'ny Israel sy Juda zany ity boky ity.
And Nahum is telling them, you're going to get what you deserve.
To whom?
Assyria.
Ary Nahum izy zany de miteny any Assyria reto hoe ianareo de ry Assyriana de ahazo ny punition zay tandrify anareo.
Next time we'll talk about Habakkuk.
Amin'ny manaraka indray tsika iresaka amin'ny mpaminany Habakkuk.
Bye.
Veloma marina.